This is Justice League 18, but they have crossed it out again, and it's Legion of Doom. They keep making this mistake of putting a different logo on the cover. This is also my last issue of this run of any Steven Snyder comics, and not because of this issue really. I'll get into why later. This one is one of them villain spotlight ones. We've got Brainiacs here on the cover, and he has captured all the others. We've got Mr. Sinister, Tigra, Lenny Luthor's, Gorilla Man, the baby, who I don't think's even in the comic. I don't like this artist, by the way, Percival Barry. I didn't like him, I never have. He's been around since the 90s, and I have never liked him. They are experimenting on Lenny Luthor's, more talking about Perpetual Girl, but not actually showing her. Honestly, I am bored by this run now. I saw what it amounts to, really, that annual. That is what this is all building to, stuff like that. A bunch of characters standing around in space talking about something big happening. And that's what this is as well. Characters just talking about something big happening. But that's not why I'm done with this book or Steven Snyder and Jim Timothy Irv. I'm done because of Michael Brian Benson. Apparently all this stuff with Perpetual Girl, Batman Who Does a Laugh, the Legion of Doom, it's all building up to a crossover event called some shite. And I'd be fine with that, except it's been written by Steven Snyder, Jim Timothy Irv, and Michael Brian Benson. And I am not buying a single comic with that useless bald hack's name on it. I bought enough of his Marvel shite. I am not putting a single bit of my money towards anything he does to destroy DC. Lenny Luthor's and Brainiacs, they have got a pretty interesting relationship. Over the years, there's been loads of interesting stuff done with it, and you wouldn't know that from this comic though. It's more just talking about Perpetual Girl and how important she is. Like, this run has always been pretty bad for D and stuff like this, just pulling some new shite, some new world building idea out of nowhere and just talking about it again and again to big it up. But God, they've run out of ideas of how to even frame it around a story now. It's just characters sitting around having a long chat for a whole issue. We get some badly drawn flashbacks here telling us how important Perpetual Girl is. But you'll notice, so far we've spent 4 pages on a flashback here, all about how important Perpetual Girl is, and she's not appeared once. This has become so one-note and boring, and we're completely rewriting Lenny Luthor's backstory as well, to make it so that everything revolves around Perpetual Girl, and still not showing her D'ing out. Just every other line is, oh, the coming of Perpetual Girl will be important. And this continues my point about DC. This disgusts me. Detective Comics 1000. Huge milestone. And look at the third fucking name, Michael Brian Benson. Is he on here to celebrate Batman? To celebrate this great milestone? No, he's just here because he wants his fucking name on it. He wants to trick people into thinking that he is still a huge deal. It's fucking disgusting. I hate DC now. It's just a vanity project for Michael Brian Benson. I fucking hate him. And I'm not gonna lie, I think you should just stop reading the comic at this point. It is that boring. And what I'll do is, I'll show you the rest of the pages. It's all the same sort of stuff, rewriting Lenny Luthor's history, bad art, and Then it ends with him and Brainiacs being in harmonious mental union. Ugh. And there, right there, we've got Perpetual Girl. She shows up in one panel in the background. I want it on record, though, that I actually didn't give a fuck about Perpetual Girl. I didn't want to read about her. But these stories really want you to give a fuck. But they never show her. They just talk about her again and again. They never justify why we should care about this Perpetual Girl. I've no idea what her powers are exactly. I've no idea what she actually means for the universe. I've no idea why she is a big deal beyond the fact that characters are always saying that she is. This doesn't give an interesting look at Lenny Luthor's character. It instead just rebuilds the character to serve this boring Perpetual Girl nonsense. It's even got a bad cover. I rate this 7 thumbs up.